good everyone, welcome once again to Universal Science. Today we'll be continuing or completing our video on biology or microbiology. In our last video we discussed the golden era of microbiology, and today we'll be discussing the germ theory. Well, the germ theory was laid from the hypothesis of pasteurization from Louis Pasteur, but it was proved by Robert Koch, where he used two specimens, Anthrax bacillus, which is now called Bacillus anthracis, and he used Microbacterium tuberculosis. In our last video, you understand what I mean. So, golden era, germ theory, this was laid by the hypothesis of from pasteurization from Louis Pasteur, pasteurization from Louis Pasteur, what was proved by Robert Koch. Take note of these things. So germ theory was proved by Robert Koch, but the emphasis on the hypothesis were laid as a result of pasteurization from Louis Pasteur. And now, Robert Koch made use of two specimens, which is Anthrax bacillus and Microbacterium tuberculosis, which is an obligatory aerosol specimen used in Koch postulates have Anthrax bacillus, Anthrax bacillus, which is now called Bacillus anthracis, modern Bacillus anthracis. Then we have specimens in which the Microbacterium tuberculosis is responsible for causing tuberculosis. Microbacterium tuberculosis. Yeah, so these were the specimens used during the Koch postulate of the germ theory. And now, what does this germ theory state? Germ theory is trying to tell us that disease, or microorganisms rather, are responsible for causing disease. Like I said in the golden era, when each disease were able to be appointed to their causative organism. Now, germ theory now concluded that okay, now we've known that the causes of disease are microorganisms, and that was when Koch now comes to like prove this germ theory, and that was what brings about the Koch postulates. Now, there are two Koch postulates. In the beginning, we have about 7 Koch postulates, which was later summarized to 4, and I'll be giving you both of them. So the first postulate, what is it? You obtain a healthy host. You obtain a host with the infective microbe. What do? You extract the microorganism, you culture, you obtain a healthy volunteer, then you inoculate or inject the microorganism into that host, then you re-isolate. The first step to Koch postulate is obtain a host with the infective microbe, then extract the microbe. Then the third one, you culture the microbe. Later in our later videos, we're talking about culture media, where you grow microorganisms. We have solid media, liquid media we use. The solid media we make use of agar. So we have you culture the microbe. Then four, obtain healthy hosts or healthy volunteers. Obtain healthy volunteers. Then the fifth one, inoculate or inject microbe into the healthy volunteers. Then the sixth one, you observe similar symptoms. observe similar symptoms. Then the seventh one, we isolate. So these were the 7 Koch postulates that he brought about earlier on, where he followed all these procedures. Was now able to conclude the fact that microorganisms were responsible for causing diseases, and he made mention of 2 specimens which he used in this theory. He made use of anthrax bacillus and he made use of Microbacterium tuberculosis. Later on, we'll be explaining all these organisms and explaining their characteristics. They are both bacteria. The anthrax bacillus is a basic bacteria with rod shape. And these were the earlier Koch postulates, which was later summarized into 4 postulates. Well, the 4 postulates are: we make sure that the causative organism is present in all forms in the infected host. Then the second one, you culture. Then the third one, you inoculate into healthy hosts. Then the fourth one, you isolate. And I'll be summarizing the 4 postulates. But now in your exam, they can ask you the Koch summarized postulate of germ theory is what. So you don't have to use, you have to use the summarized 4 postulates, which is what I just said now, and I'll put it right now on the board. Here we have the summarized Koch postulates. We have summarized Koch postulates. And what are these postulates? Summarized Koch postulates, which the first one is ensure the microbe is present in all symptoms of the host. The second one, culture the microbe. Third one, you inoculate the microbe into a healthy host. Then the last one on this is we isolate. So these are the Koch summarized postulates. So now let's quickly run through what we've done. We said the germ theory was laid as a hypothesis of pasteurization by Pasteur, which was later proved by Koch. Then he made use of 2 microorganisms, which are the anthrax bacillus and Microbacterium tuberculosis. Then here we have the Koch postulate, which was later summarized into 4. Here they are. Because I said the germ theory is a theory that states that microorganisms are the causes of disease, which is like the most simplest theory in biology. Microorganisms are the causes of disease. Alright, so we're done with this part. Thank you for staying, thank you for watching. Meet us in our next lecture. I'll be discovering the discovery of virus. Thank you.